You know, Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lamb was a real man, right? His name was Gary Heidnick. He abducted black women in Philadelphia and put them in a pit under his house and fed one of them to the other survivors because he was building a master race. He was my neighbor, man. Like, so they started torturing us and doing all this psychological crazy shit to us where they were feeding us to each other like wolves. So I kept it all quiet until this year when, once again, misfortune fell in my life and I released Monsters and Madmen, the new book that I was going to give you today. And I thought, I got to tell that story, But it's been so hard to come back from these moments, Joe. It's just like, I look at what they did to me and how I went to that moment where the DNA is gone. Jackie leaves me. And so I find out I'm dying from hepatitis C that they did when they infected me of it when they broke my teeth, when they beat me. So I asked to be executed. I said, I studied all the world's religions. I read over 9,000 books. I did everything in piety my mother asked me to do while I was in prison. I don't want to die like Dale Carter did, with the guards coming to his cell and taunting him, teasing him, and listen to a man scream in agony because the bile in his belly is killing him. So I wrote to the courts and I asked to be executed. I said, fuck it, man. I want to die as a man I love who can respect himself. The court intervened and ordered the DNA testing that was going to be done on the evidence expelled. In July of 2003, the DNA test come back and they proved me innocent.
How did so the evidence spilled and they just captured it once it spilled?
It was in a box with all this evidence, and Dr. Edward Blake, who did the O.J. Simpson trial DNA, said that there would be challenges to it if he did the DNA in 1999, 1998. In 2003, they had advanced mitochondrial DNA separation so well that he felt confident in his results. So the federal court got involved and said, look, I don't want to have this man executed. I want the DNA done. So they did that. And it was amazing that on the day that I called the lawyers, they revealed the truth to me. I called this lawyer and I'm like, what's up? He goes, Nick, we got DNA from 3 separate sources that prove you innocent. And I said, that's amazing, Mike. I'm really grateful.